Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Athletics taking on the Seattle Mariners, and we'll be back. All right, just about set to go. And pitching in this game, Bryce Miller.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also
Raley takes it himself, barely got him for the out, close play.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So 2 down now, and here is Steven Kwan. There's a swing and a drive. Rodriguez drop step going back. That one is gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year. It's 1-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Two outs, base is empty. Seiya Suzuki up next for the A's. And there's a hit. Tommy Edman at the plate, homered last night, added another hit as well. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. And it's 1-1.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now one missed. Man at second. Runner goes again. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
2 outs, runner at first. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. And that's down and away. Edman stands at second with 2 gone. That's down and in.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
First and second, 2 outs. Ji-hwan Bae up next for the A's. Cut on and lifted in the air. Rodriguez sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. And that is that. 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Back in Seattle, And today's starting pitcher, Ryan Wu. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Up the middle. And it gets by him. Man at first, nobody out. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And it stays fair. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
0-2.
First and second here, no outs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a pop-up. Infield fly called there. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that
now this one's into the outfield, and it could score 2. 1 run across, headed for the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. But they push across 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We'll head to inning number 2. Back at T-Mobile Park, and here's the first baseman, Keston Hiura. Top of the zone for a called strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
So up next, Hesung Kim. Liner, base hit. So now back to the top of the order. So the lineup flips over. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw. Save. And a pitch. Line drive. 2-way down. Ha-Sung Kim now at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. on the ground. Throws to first in time. Third out, and that ends the frame. The A's strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And we're back. And now, Rowdy Tellez. Wu, in his second season, 25 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2021. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence in seeing some pitches in that at-bat.
Swing and a ball popped up. Kim under it. And there's one away. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
And a foul ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. So digging in, Max Schumann. That's a little high. Ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line. Kwan sprinting after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Mariners go down quietly there, and our score remains 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Miller back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one ripped. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder.
Runner takes off. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Clearly right there trying to set themselves up for a big inning. Try to get 2 runners in the scoring position with nobody out. I mean, that could explode right here, but just didn't work right there and thrown out.
Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. He reached out a walk his first time. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one. And a foul ball. 1-1 now. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a foul out of play. And that one misses up and in. 3-2 now. Ji-hwan Bae next to bat for the A's. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to first. And that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
That one the other way, and foul ball. That one outside. 3-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Rodriguez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. Suzuki running hard for it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Whew. 2-2.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Takes the ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. And he's got a double.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Hira. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Seattle. They're down 2-1. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Keston Hira. Fly to center his first time. That missed by a lot. 1-0. This one in the air, right field. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs. And stepping in is the speedy Haesung Kim. That misses. And that's ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
That's why you run hard 90 feet. Take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
And here is Jung-Hoo Lee. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. A's leading by a run. And a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner at first with 2 away. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. Out towards right center field. Moore sizing this one up. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. That's in for a strike.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. Just missed.
1-0.
Fly ball down the line. Suzuki on the move. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So here comes Rowdy to left. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Tosses to first, and the inning is over. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Line to left, and foul ball. Kwon goes 5 feet 9 inches, 27 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. That's out to center field. Rodriguez snags it on the run. Seiya Suzuki will hit next.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
1 down, base is empty.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
The wind to kick the 2-0. And that is out of play. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. And that ball is out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. His first homer of the year, and they add on. It's 4-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. sometimes a pitcher just has to tip his cap to the hitter. That was a really good sinker down and out of the zone. The place you want to miss, but the hitter looking down there clearly gets to it.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Colin Snyder.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Digging in, Tommy Edman. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. Ground ball right side, Polanco. And they get Edman for the out. Shea Langoliers getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And that one fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Just missed. Headed towards the corner. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Out number 3. The A's get one on this homer. It's now. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
In the air, right field. Suzuki gets under it, reaches for it, but it's foul. Fastball is outside.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Moore checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Max Schumann up next for the Mariners. Pitch misses outside. Ball one.
Ball, no strike.
Fought off foul.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next offering is in for a strike. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Now this is in the air down the line. Kwan heads after it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 5 innings complete. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Snyder back to work. On the ground to the left. A sliding stop at short. Gathers and throws. And very nicely done for the out. So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles.
Yeah, the batter now, Keston Hiura. Runner on the go. Go to second.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. And a quick tag before he reaches the base.
That one fouled off. Next offering misses down and away. On the ground to short, Crawford. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double, 3rd hit for him today.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And now here is Jung-Hoo Lee. This one looks like trouble. Coming home. He'll score.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Center field. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 5-1. Back at T-Mobile Park, and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Tap foul at the plate. And there's a foul ball. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Crawford, batting with one down, takes a strike. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. And now the catcher comes up to him, Cal Raleigh. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Crawford stands at first with one out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. Mariners leave one. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Saucedo.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swinging a foul straight back. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Seiya Suzuki digs in now. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Edward Bizzardo getting loose out there. Spire warming up as well. Next offering is in for a strike. Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Sends it across to first, and they get Edman for the out. And it's a one. Back in Seattle, and here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. Just off the outside edge, and that is ball one.
No strike.
And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And that one is lifted in the air. Suzuki has a beat on it. And it's caught for the out. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Moore stands in now and watches strike one. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And there's two down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky. Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
This one in the air, center field. Lee has this one sized up, makes the catch, and that is that. And we're back. And first offering is fouled off. Saucedo, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. Sliced hard but foul. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Got that front foot down. And pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So Mark Kotsay going with a pinch hitter here. Shea Whitcomb, a runner at first for him, nobody out. And that one in the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it, and there's one down. And now the first baseman, Keston Hiura. 0 for 3 in this one. High fly ball, right field. Moore settles underneath it. Nabs it, and there's 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Hye-Sung Kim. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. That one pushed to the left and foul. Ford leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one to first. Raley. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The A's strand one. Bottom of the eighth. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Brooks Raley. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-2.
Now a check swing, but he held up. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. 1 for 3.
Number 2.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Now playing right field. Number 30.
And it's fouled away. Hit hard on the ground is short. Slings to first. Rodriguez out on the play. And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a breaking ball misses outside. Here's a high chopper. Kim on to first. That's the third out. Inning over. Nobody left for Seattle. Matt Brash will take over here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Denzel Clark, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Edward Bizardo up and throwing. Spire getting loose as well. Hit in the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under this one. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. So up next, Ha-Sung Kim. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Moore makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Masataka Yoshida, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Next to hit, Rob Refsnyder. And first offering is fouled off. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that'll do it. So a 2-out double, but they don't. And welcome back to the ballpark. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Dane Dunning.
Number 33, Dane Dunning.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. Out to center. Clark in position. Makes the grab, one down. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. And that one upstairs, ball one. The A's leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. That one not close. It's 2-2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And it gets by him. And he'll reach second with one away.
All over that one right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Raley in the box now. No balls and a strike. And takes low for ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. A 2-run homer. His second of the year. And they slice into the lead. It's 5-3.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here at the bottom. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the. Mason Miller comes on trying to close it out. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season.
Number 19, Mason Miller.
First pitch, and he just misses. Miller, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 2-0. On the ground, and that's just foul. Still only one out here in the inning. Ripped on the ground to second. Slings to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Moore in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. They're down to their final strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
The Mariners down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this is the perfect way to finish up a road trip, a sweep in this series before heading back home. This is a team that's got things rolling, and when you get it rolling on the road, you want to make sure when you go back home, you keep it rolling.
A 5-3 final score in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Athletics. All right, ready to go here. Here's Nico Hoerner.
The second baseman, Nico Hoerner.
Fastball in for a strike, and the home opener is underway. Sasaki, a big part of the storyline for us today. He's making his debut and hoping to carve out a valuable role in the mound of this ball club. On the ground to first, Hira steps on first for the out. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A solo shot. His first homer of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Not
Ball
even
one,
close
no strike.
there. Ball one.
Ball two.
Next offering is fouled back.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you're a first rounder or an undrafted free agent. All that matters once you reach this level is producing. Can you help your team get better? It's a big question. That said, you don't want to put too much pressure on your debut. I hope he's taking time to enjoy this experience today.
Brent Rooker, the next to hit. Two out, space is empty. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the Ion. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff.
This one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases. Passes third. He wants it all. Safe. He comes all the way around for an inside-the-park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside-the-parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Next up for the A's, Stephen Kwan. Hit on the ground might be 2. Over to Swanson. He turns it onto Bush. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Seiya Suzuki will hit next. Ball 1, no strikes. Suzuki with a homer in his last game. That one down the line. In time to Bush. Inning over. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Sasaki back to work. And ball 1. And misses inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
That one fouled off. 2-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now it's Dansby Swanson. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Carson Kelly in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a miss at 96. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. Bottom of the 2nd. And now the DH, Tommy Edman. That one out to right. Tucker should have it. Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1. Ha-Sung Kim now at the plate. Kim, a former Gold Glove winner, batting 6th in today's lineup. And he's a native of South Korea. 1 down, base is empty. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
2-0.
Just missed. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
1 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. G1 runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Right side. Fires to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Keston Hiura up to hit now. Fouled off. He was late. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. Inning over. So no runs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Justin Turner. Turner, a guy with great bat-to-ball skill.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Outside. 3-2 now. Swing and a ground ball.
Nope,
and
foul.
It goes just foul. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. It's a leadoff walk. And that's the go-ahead run.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Fouled off down the right side.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Ian Happ up to hit. He's already homered in this game. In there, and it's 0-1. Turner, the base runner at first with one out. Hit in the air, left field. Corrals it. 2 down. Here's Kyle Tucker. Grounded out his first time. Ripped, but it curls foul. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And it's fouled off. Not
One
close
ball,
with that
2
one.
strikes.
Going to count 1-2. And that
2
one is
balls, 2
inside.
strikes.
Good eye right there.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Cubs leave 1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now the rookie second baseman, Hesung Kim. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. And a base hit up the middle. And that turns the lineup over. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Jung-Hoo Lee. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
1 out, base is empty. Oh, that hit him. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Colin Ray is forced to the mound after the injury.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Langoliers batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. No runs. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Brent Rooker. That one ripped, but foul.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Go ahead run on base. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. Golden opportunity right here. And downstairs.
Ball one, no strike.
And fouled off. Up the middle. Base hit. One run is in. And it gets by him. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's 3-1.
Well, this game is tied no more. Big time swing of the bat to drive in two. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Swanson stands in now and watches strike one. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. That one missed.
2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. To third, Kim. Handles, throws to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And that one fouled off. Busch stands at third with one gone in the inning. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1.
Ball 2. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a ball.
3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a pop-up on the infield. Hira. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And it'll bring up Justin Turner. Walked his first time.
1-0.
In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. And a foul ball. 2 outs with a runner at third. And that's downstairs and outside. Two outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But they pick up a pair here, both coming on. Bottom of the fourth. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. This to third. Turner to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. First time up, he grounded to third. Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And a base hit right there. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now, Ha-Sung Kim. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed
No
there.
balls, 2 strikes.
That
One
one
ball,
way
2
outside.
strikes.
And the count 1-2. This to third. Turner throws across the diamond, and that is the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Sasaki back to work. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. And now Ian Happ. And that's, off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Singy, it feels like we're approaching decision time for this coaching staff with the rookie on the mound.
Yeah, they've got him for a few runs so far.
There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw to second and great jump.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it, and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the shortstop, Ji-Hwan Bae. The shortstop takes the ball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brad Keller up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Palencia also getting ready.
Yep, that ball went out.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture 3.
Towards first, Bush. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's Keston Hiura. Grounded out his first time up. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And now Tae-Sung Kim. Swing at a high fly ball to left. Squeezes it. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. And we're back. And the batter now, Pete Crow Armstrong. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it hugged the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
Bush, batting with one down, takes a strike. Out to short, Bay. Jumps, throws, and they get the out. 2 down, base is empty. Swanson digs in. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Just missed. Hit on the ground to short, Bay. Slings it across, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that
runner takes off, swing and a miss. Safe at second with a stolen base. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Next pitch is outside. To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Stephen Kwan up next for the A's. Both 2 in this one. First pitch misses. Headed down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Nice at bat right there. Puts the ball in play and brings in a run from third. Now they only trail by 1.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He'll circle the bases. It's 3-3. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman, 1 for 2.
out of this inning with a tie game.
To the right side, Horner. The throw to first. That's the inning. And so a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Dane Dunning. This is his third time out this year. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Turner goes the other way. Now a long throw to first. Go ahead run on base. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. And that drops in for a strike. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Right through there for a strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball still 0-2. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Hit on the ground to short. Into the outfield. Base hit. And now first and second with two outs.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And that is out of play. Close but called a ball. And a count 2-1. On the ground to third. Zips it across. They miss a big chance to take the lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Number 43. Now the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul straight back. And the lefty with the 0-1. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Line drive, base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. The 0-1. And it's strike 2. On the ground, Horner. In plenty of time to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Gira goes after that one for strike 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. And they add a pair. It's 5-3. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
1 down. Here's the second baseman, Hye-Sung Kim. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back.
One ball.
Movement in the bullpen. Brad Keller appears to be getting loose. Palencia getting cranked up as well. Ground ball up the middle, and it hits the base. No play. That's an infield single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Safe at second, and that was not close. The A's looking to add another. Way out front for strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Up the middle. Throws to first in time. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Brad Keller. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 1 for 3. Time call.
Time is out.
So Marcotte going with a pinch hitter here. Masataka Yoshida looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. As the A's are on top. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Now into the game, Harry Ford. He takes over behind the plate. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Mason Miller.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Crow Armstrong at the plate and takes high there. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The Cubs down by a pair, and we're in the top of the 8th. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. Didn't go. 2-2.
I got 3-2.
On the ground to third. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Bush now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And there's the strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
In the air, center field. Lee under it. Makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. And we're back on to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. He swings and fouls one off. Keller, a 6'5" righty. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Misses inside, and now it's even 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Presley up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now a chance for Seiya Suzuki. Hauls it in for the out.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
Kwan over at first with 1 away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Next offering way off the plate. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Crow Armstrong makes the grab. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And here comes Dansby Swanson. Right through there for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
On the ground to third. Jump throw across his body. Nicely done for the out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now here is Carson Kelly. Strike one.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. They got it for out number 2. 1 out left for the Cubs. Now it's Justin Turner. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. On the ground to third, and this should do it. Throw to first, and ball game. And the A's take the series opener here at home.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
A 5-3 final score in this one. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.